What's up, everyone? I'm Adam and I collect sports stuff. Today I want to talk to you about two very awesome cards I have in my collection. This autographed 1992 OPG Mario Lemieux card, very nice. And this 1990 Score signed Jaromir Jagr card. Now both of these were eBay purchases. I got them from an auction house in southwestern Ontario, and it came from the personal collection of Les Binkley, who was at one time not only the Penguins' goaltender coach, but he was also a goalie back in the team's heyday. Now, during his time as the goaltender coach, he was there as Lemieux and Jagr were ripping it up for the Penguins. He built a personal collection of autographs from players on that team and just kind of set them aside for his own personal collection. So what was great about that was that he wanted to make them available to the public. What was not so great about them was the condition. Now, the Lemieux card is kind of hard to tell in this video, but the upper corner is a little bit creased. It was in a top loader that was a little bit damaged. And there's some other corner issues here you would find as well in cards that aren't really taken care of very well. Meanwhile, the Jagr card here, it looks a little bit better on the surface, but the edges can be a little bit frayed and there's a little bit of corner damage as well. Still a very nice card to have in the collection. So I took all that into account when bidding on these items on eBay and was fortunate enough to get them at a price that I could handle, just wanting to have a Jagr and a Lemieux signature in my collection. The decision soon came to get these authenticated because as much as I had great dialogue with the auction house or the antique shop, whatever this place might have been, I trusted they said it was Binkley, but I had to make sure for myself. And what you do in that case, as you all know, is you'll get the card authenticated. So at the Toronto Sport Card Expo one year, I took these cards down to the PSA booth to get them authenticated. Now, I was really new to this side of the hobby back then. I collected stuff as a kid. I got signatures at stadiums, at arenas, just collected things here and there, but I never was really too in touch with maybe the do's and the don'ts of the authentication process. At this event, I learned that I maybe should have taken things a step further than I actually did. Instead, I kind of, for lack of a better term, cheaped out. So instead of getting this card in a nice PSA slab, I would have gotten the condition evaluated because we all know that it's not the greatest condition. I would have at least got the slab done to prove that it was authenticated and not just get this little sticker on the back here. Now, I did the same thing for the Jagr card. As you can see, it's still in just a regular protective case, but it has the sticker on the back of the card. Now, over the years, I've kind of wondered a little bit back and forth in my own brain about whether or not this was the right thing to do. On one side, the card's not that great a condition, and I thought that getting them slabbed might have been a little bit over the top in terms of price point and what I could maybe get these cards down the road, or get for these cards down the road when I want to maybe flip them for something else. And I have items that have stickers on photos, on balls, on bats, on sticks, and I've kind of wondered what's the difference? What's the difference between having a sticker on a card versus having a sticker on a photo? Do you just want a slab because it looks better? Do you want a slab because it would be easier to sell? And to be honest with you, at this stage, all these years later, I still haven't really made the right determination. Now, I'm comfortable with what I've grown to become comfortable with what I wound up doing. I know these cards are not perfect cards, but I do know that they are legit. And I think that's all that really matters in the end. See, the challenge is with authentication, you want to know that you're going to be able to get a good value down the road if you decide to move along from said authenticated item, especially when it's slab. Like, as you know, the authentication cost is one thing, the slab is the other, and before you know it, the escalator of cost just keeps going up and up and up. So what I would recommend you do is really consider the item you're getting authenticated, the condition it is in, and whether or not you think getting it authenticated will take it out of the range of trying to resell it. If these cards were pristine to me, and the signatures were, maybe even better, especially on this Lemieux one. This Lemieux one, as you can tell, it's pretty dark. It's pretty much black on black. If you are for certain sure that you can do well on this card at the other side of the rainbow, then maybe take the extra step and slab it, do the authentication, do the works. That said, as much as I'm comfortable, these things would look way better in slabs. I think we can all agree on that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or have any questions, let me know below. Also, like and subscribe. That'll really help me out. Thanks.